Welcome to Just Mathematics, and welcome to another session on indices. Remember, in our last class, we took two laws of indices. Two laws of indices in our last class. In this class, we are going to be taking three different laws of indices. Follow me as I take the class. So another law we are going to take today states that a raised to power 0 is equals to 1. A raised to power 0 is equals to 1 equals 1. That means anything raised to power 0 is 1. Let's take some examples. Four raised to power 0 is, did you say 1? Correct. Another example. Another example. 2 raised to power 0 is 1. Another example. Did somebody say 8 raised to power 0 is 1? Good. That is the third law of indices. Anything raised to power 0 will give you 1. Okay, let's take another law. Let's take another one. Okay, this one now we have a raised to power minus x. A raised to power minus x is the same thing as 1 divided by a raised to power x. Study it very well. Look at it very well. Saying that a raised to power minus x will give us 1 all over a raised to power x. Meaning that this negative sign here somersaults this whole expression. The negative sign here somersaults this whole expression, bringing it to be underneath. Similarly, you have b all over a raised to power minus 1. B all over a raised to power minus 1. This negative sign, like I said there, what did I say it will do to this whole expression? What did I say this negative sign will do to this whole expression? This negative sign, what did I say it will do to this whole expression? It will somersault it. Now here we have b divided by a, everything raised to power minus 1. This negative sign will do the same thing. What will it do? It will somersault it. Now let me explain the scenario of what happens there. Let me explain what happens there. If you want to apply this law, you have that a raised to power minus 1 is this. You want to apply it here. It will therefore be 1 all over b divided by a raised to power 1. That minus will no longer be there because it has somersaulted it. It has brought it under, like in this case. Now, this is the same thing as saying 1 divided by b all over a. Anything raised to power 1 is 1. Anything raised to power 1 is that number. Any number raised to power 1 is that number. For instance, we have x raised to power 1 is x, 3 raised to power 1 is 3, and so on and so forth. So this gives us 1 times, if you're changing this from division to multiplication, basic mathematical principle states that it will somersault. So we have a all over b. So which gives us a all over b. That's the expression there. Is the expression. Let's take some examples. Let's take some examples. Let's take some examples. Solve this expression. Solve that expression. Okay. So from our law that we just stated, we have that will be the same as 1 divided by 1 all over a raised to power x. Let's mind my brackets. Raised to power x, which is the same thing as 1 divided by 1 all over a raised to power x, which is the same thing as 1 times this somersaults a all over 1 raised to power x. A times 1 is a all over 1 raised to power x, and a all over 1, a divided by 1 gives us a raised to power x. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that expression 1 all over a raised to power minus x gives us the answer to be a raised to power x. A raised to power x. A raised to power x. Can we take another example? Let's take another example. Let's take another example. Two all over 5 raised to power minus 1. 2 all over 5 raised to power minus 1. All right. This minus sign does what? Somersaults it. But before we go to, we can explain it as 1 all over 2 divided by 5 raised to power what? 1. Good, because this negative sign has brought it underneath 1. Can somebody tell me what this means? Mathematically, what does it mean? It means 1 divided by, good, 2 all over 5 raised to power 1. And when you want to change this to multiplication, then you have 1 times, what happens? This somersaults, leaving you with 5 all over 2 raised to power 1. So the answer is 5 all over 2. Because 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 1 is 1. The denominator of this one too is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. So your answer will be 5 divided by 2 raised to power 1, which is the same thing as 5 divided by 2. So that is the correct answer. Then we take the next law in this series. And the next law is saying that if you have a raised to power x raised to power y, that law says that it is the same thing as saying a raised to power xy. That means you multiply these two. Multiply these two powers. A raised to power y. Examples. Example, if you have a raised to power 5, everything raised to power 2. Can somebody tell me what the answer will be? Good. A raised to power 5 times 2, which is the same thing as saying a raised to power 10. Very basic. Another example, take for instance x raised to power 2 altogether raised to power 4. Did I hear you say it becomes x raised to power 2 times 4? Good. which will ultimately be what? X raised to power 8. Very correct. Very correct. Very correct. We have come to the end of this session. See you in another class. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.